Hi everyone. In this video, I am going to start second chapter of microeconomics. Still, we are in second chapter. We haven't yet completed second chapter. In 2-3 video, I will complete second chapter. So in this video, I am going to discuss about shifts in demand curve. Shift means changing the position of demand curve. You already know what is demand curve. You are already aware about the meaning of demand curve. Demand curve is a graphical representation of various quantities of goods that is demanded at different price level. That is what demand curve. And demand curve is drawn. How demand curve? What is the shape of demand curve? You already aware about the shape of demand curve. So demand curve is, the shape of demand curve is like this. This curve will shows lower is demanded at lower price and more is demanded at less price. And this demand curve is always like this, and this demand curve is showing the relationship between price of the commodity and demand of the commodity. So that is demand curve. Then on what basis the demand curve is drawn? That demand curve is drawn on the assumption of other things. When other things are being constant, there was an assumption while analyzing law of demand. I mentioned that there is other things are constant. Then only law of demand will hold true. Otherwise, law of demand will not hold true. So, law of demand examines the relationship between price and demand. It will not care, or it will not concern about other factors which can influence the level of demand. It will only take into consideration of price, since price is the major determinant of demand. Then shift in the demand curve means changing the position of demand curve like this. If the demand curve shift or change its position to upwards, which means the level of demand increased. Okay. In case the demand curve shifts lowards or lower side, which means the level of demand has decreased. So now the question is, when this demand curve change its position, when demand curve change or when demand curve shift rightwards or lowards, you can say it is upwards. If demand curve shift this side, this is called upwards, and you can say it is a leftwards. If it shifts lower side, then you can call it as leftwards. Okay. The reason, what is the reason for shifting demand curve? We are not, we haven't yet discussed this. Okay, you are already aware about the law of demand. What law of demand says? When other things are being constant, then price and demand will be evaluated. The relationship between price and demand will be evaluated when other things are constant. Now the question is, when this demand curve changes, when demand curve will shift or upwards or leftwards, when it will shift. So you are already aware that these are the other things. When changes in other things happens, when change in other things happen, then the shape or demand curve will shift. Okay, you already know that consumer's income is other factor, taste and preference is also other factor, and price of related good is also other factor. So now the question is, listen very carefully. Demand curve will shift when consumer's income will change. While analyzing law of demand, we took consideration that these are the constant. These factors are constant. Consumer income is given. Taste and preferences are also having no impact on demand, and price of related goods are also having no impact on demand. So like that we assumed while we analyzing law of demand, but in reality these things won't remain, or they will have impact on demand. Consumers income will definitely influence the level of demand of any good, not just price. And also taste and preferences will also affect the level of demand of some goods, and price of related goods will also affect the level of demand. So that is why in this video I am going to evaluate what happens if the consumer income changes. See here, first I will take up consumers income. If the consumer's income increases, so here firstly I will draw. So this is the demand curve. This is the initial demand curve. This much of goods, consumer was purchasing about this much of price. This is an example, okay? This is a P, that is price, and this is the X. OX, initially consumer was purchasing OX amount of goods at OP price. OX amount of goods that consumer was purchasing at OP price. So this is the initial demand or initial purchase of the consumer. Now consumer income has increased. Consumer income increased. Consumers, earlier he was having particular amount of money. In that money, with his available money or income, he was purchasing OX amount of goods at OP price. Now his income increased. Okay, when the consumer's income increases, his purchasing power will increase. Purchasing power will increase. When consumers' purchasing power increases, obviously his demand, the level of demand will also increase. Now his income increased. Since his income increased, his purchasing power also increased. So that is why consumer demand curve will shift rightwards or upwards. If consumer's income shift upwards, that means consumer is purchasing more goods, more and more goods compared to before. Earlier he was purchasing this much amount of goods, and now he is purchasing more and more goods compared to before. Okay, so why his income increased? Since his income increased, his purchasing power also increased. So this is what happens when consumer income increases. Now one more important thing is, what happens if consumer's income decreases? So this is initial demand and this is initial price. Then in case consumer income decreases, his purchasing power will decrease. If consumer's income decreases, obviously his purchasing power will decrease. When his purchasing power decreases, obviously his level of demand will also decrease. Then the demand curve will shift to lower side. So this is what happens, and this is the consumer's income is the one of the reason that why demand curve will shift. Okay, so this is the first point, and the second point is taste and preferences. Second point is taste and preferences. obviously we people are in our daily life, we have, some favorism in purchasing some goods and services. We want some particular goods, whatever may be the price. Some people say, some of my friends are there, they have purchased bullet. Why? They were having, you know taste or preference towards purchasing that bike, towards riding that bike. They just want to ride bullet only. Apart from bullet, they don't want to ride any other bikes. That means they are having preferences towards some goods. If preference in favor of a good, then demand curve will shift upwards. Okay, I will show how it will. So this is initial demand curve. Okay, now consumer, we are not taking into consideration about price, about income. We are taking consideration just taste and preferences. Whatever may be the price, whatever may be the income, consumer is having preference. ನೀವು ಕೆಲವೊಬ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾದಟ್ಟಾಗಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡ ಬರ್ತದೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೆಲೆ ಬೇಕಾದಟ್ಟಾಗಲಿ, ಕಿಶಾಗ 10 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೂ ನಾ ಅದನ್ನ ಬಿಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅಂದಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ನಾಗ ಹೋಗಿ ಅರ್ಧ ಪ್ಯಾಂಟ್ ತರ್ತನ, ಅರ್ಧ ಜೀನ್ಸ್ ತರ್ತನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಅದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾದಟ್ಟಾಗಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಬಿಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ತರ ಅವ್ರ ಆದ್ಯತೆ ಇರ್ತೈತೆ, ಅದು ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅವರು. ಆ ಟೈಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ವಸ್ತುವಿನ ಬೆಲೆನೂ ಲೆಕ್ಕಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವ ವಸ್ತು ಅವನ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ನು ಲೆಕ್ಕಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಕಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಸಾಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ತರತಾನ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್. ಒಂದು ವೇಳೆ that preference is in favor of any particular good, then demand for that particular good will increase. Okay, then if preference in favor of any particular good, then demand curve will shift upwards, which means demand for that particular good increase. In case if preference is in unfavor ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಆ ಮನುಷ್ಯನ ಕಡೆ ಅದು ಪ್ರಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಂದ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬಂತು ಅಂತ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತು ಬ್ಯಾಡ್ ಬಿಡ ಅದೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ನನ್ನ ಕಡೆ ರೊಕ್ಕ ಐತಿ, ನನ್ನ ಕಡೆ ಅದನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಷ್ಟು ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯ ಐತೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ಅದೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಬಿಡ, ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನನಗೆ ಸರಿ ಅನ್ಸಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದನ್ನ ಪ್ರಿಫೇರ್ ಮಾಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅಂತೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಬೇಡಿಕೆಯ ರೇಖೆ ಅಥವಾ ಡಿಮಾಂಡ್ ಕರ್ವ್ ವಿಲ್ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಲೋವರ್ ಸೈಡ್. So this is what happens in taste and preferences. Okay. Then third point is price of related goods. In related goods, there are two types of goods. In the last videos, I already explained what is substitute good and what is complementary good. Here, both these goods. First, I will take up a substitute good. In the last video, I explained about substitute goods. Okay, a good can be used instead of another good, that is known as substitute good. Example, tea and coffee. That is, they are the examples. Here, demand curve will shift due to change in the price of substitute goods. Okay, there are two substitute goods, tea and coffee. Okay, the price of tea, just say initially 5 and the price of coffee is also 5. So initial demand curve for coffee is like this and this much. Now the price of tea increases to 10 rupees. Okay, initially the demand for coffee was this much, OX. At OP price, the demand for coffee was OX. Now, the substitute good of coffee, that is tea, the price of tea increased from 5 rupees to 10 rupees. and at the same time the price of coffee remains the same. That means now what happens? The demand for coffee will increase because people will shift to the coffee. They don't want to have tea because the price of tea increased. They don't want to give more money. They can get the same amount of good or the same quantity and quality of good with the earlier what used to the what used to they give the price. I mean they will shift to coffee, which means demand for coffee increases, which means demand curve for coffee will increases. Okay, now in case the demand for tea, the price of tea decreases, the price of tea decreases, what happens? The price of tea decreases to 3 rupees. The price of coffee remains the same, that is 5 rupees, and the price of tea decreased to 3 rupees. Now the demand for coffee will decrease, which means demand curve will shift leftwards. So this is what happens in the case of substitute goods. And now another type of good in related goods, that is complementary good. Complementary good. What is complementary good? Complementary good are those which can be used together. Two goods are using together. That is called as complementary goods. Examples, I will give mobile and SIM card. Mobile and SIM card. Examples for complementary good. And you can give some other examples as well. Petrol and car. Petrol and car. Complementary goods. Now, complementary good will make or will shift the demand curve. How? I will show you how. So this is the initial demand for mobiles. This is the initial demand for mobile. Now, the price of SIM card increases. So this was the initial demand. The price of SIM card increased. Then what happens to the level of demand of mobile? What happens to the demand of mobile? The price of SIM card increased. The price of SIM card increased. Then what happens to the demand of mobile? The demand for mobile will decrease, which means demand for mobile will decrease. That means demand curve will shift leftwards. In case the price of SIM card decreases, the price, nowadays the SIM cards are distributed freely nowadays from various companies, from Airtel or Voda, Idea, other so many network companies are there. They are providing SIM cards with free charge, which means if the price of SIM card decreases, obviously the demand for mobile will increase. Then demand curve will shift upwards. So these are the 3 reasons for why demand curve shift or why demand curve changes. So so far this is what we explained, reason for shift in the demand curve. In examination there may be a question on what are the reason or mention points to be caused shifts in the demand curve. Then your answer should be these 3 points: consumer's income, taste and preference, price of related goods. Okay, so in the next video I will take up another concept. Until then, bye.